All right. What's going on, everybody? So, just wanted to create this video off the cuff, sharing with everybody, my journey so far. Right, I joined the Navy June 2015, and it's currently April 2022. So, in 2 months, it'll be 7 years in the military. And right now, my net worth is just hovering right about at 250K. And I just wanted to take a step back and share with everybody something that I've never shared before from a different perspective, different angle. This is a series that I've been doing ever since the very beginning, right? Like how I went from 200 to 10,000 to 22,000, 30, 40, 50, 100, etc. And so I'm super excited to share this with you because a lot of people, almost 7 years into the military now, have watched my videos, have been able to see what was financially possible, come in, implement some of the things that I was able to do, and achieve a level of financial success on your own. And that's just super exciting to me. And it's just nothing but gratitude and excitement that I was able to impact and help people within the time in the military financially. So to share with you, right, I'm not any person that's special, right? Like I'm just an immigrant from Korea, went to school, just did the bare minimum, got by, graduated, went to college, started a business, thought I'd be super successful, but I wasn't, failed the business, and I was super stressed, and I decided to join the military, right? And when I joined the military, I had $200 to my name. And so going right into it, number one, the thing that I did right and I'm still doing and practicing is lifestyle humility, right? Living a very, very humble lifestyle, right? And humility means different things to everybody, but what it means to me is day to day, how are you spending your money? If you are spending your money on like clothes, phone, etc., and you're saying, man, the military doesn't pay me enough, man, I need to get a side hustle, this, that, and you're just complaining and complaining, to me, you're not humble, right? Because what I did day to day was I lived dirt poor. As an E1, I was getting paid like $1,400 every single month. I saved 1,000 and I lived off the 400. I didn't have a car. I walked for 5 years while I was in the ship. While I was in the military for the first 5 years, I walked everywhere, right? I shaved my head all the time, right? And I just wore basically the same like 2, 3 clothes every single time, right? I lived a very humble lifestyle. I had a lot of money, right? But that money wasn't the thing that like it impresses me, or it's like the thing that it makes me happy where it just grows. No, like there's a bigger reason, there's a bigger picture, there's a goal for this money, which is to provide a good life for my family. And that's what I'm after. So every single day, I'm going to save money. And I lived on the ship, guys. Like it sounds cool, right? To live on an aircraft carrier, but it's super demoralizing. It's super unhealthy for your mindset. The military shouldn't make people do that. It's unfortunate that they do, but it affects your mindset in such a negative way, and affected me in such a negative way. Like if you see my older videos, it's almost like nothing but negative things to say about my experience in the military. And a lot of that is due to the level of frugality, the level of humility that I lived by on a daily basis, because that reduced my level of experience in the military. But obviously now it put me in a tremendous financial position to do kind of whatever I want. But lifestyle humility to me is huge, that I still practice to even this day. And so second is knowledge hunger, right? I was super hungry to know what it took for me to be financially successful. The thing is, guys, like before I joined the military, I was 22 basically when I started boot camp. 22 years before, my knowledge level, my deserving factor wasn't there enough to deserve a lot of money, right? That's why I only had $200, right? Within my time in the military, I was able to change my mindset, think about different things, learn exactly what I needed to do, deserve day to day, do the things that deserved that amount of financial reward and income, and I was able to now get to 250K, right? So I was able to do that by just continuing to learn and educate myself, right? initially when I didn't have any money, I just watched free YouTube videos. But when I had some money, I spent money, invested money on courses, right? Breaking out of my shell. Like it was super like crazy for me to spend $1,000 on a course, right? It's like, man, I only have like $12,000, $15,000, and this guy's asking for $1,000 on a course to help me change my mindset and potentially change my life. I was like, man, like this guy seems pretty smart, so let me actually do it, right? Like I was scared, I was breaking out of my shell, right? And what that actually allowed me to do was think differently, view money differently, and execute in a way that puts me in the right direction towards financial success, right? And it led me to investing, and which led me to starting my own business, etc. And so third thing is my mindset has completely changed now. I am a completely different person than you met me 6 months ago, than you met me a year ago, than you met me, ever since I started my YouTube channel. I am a completely different person when it comes to my mindset, when it comes to viewing how I view success, money, etc. In 2021, I invested 50K into 3 mentors. Invested 50K into 3 mentors. Number one, a 7-figure, 8-figure investor to teach me how to invest. Number two, how to grow my social media presence. And number three, how to have and grow a business, right? So I'm not a smart person by any means. I'm one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet, but I spent so much time, right? I spent so much time learning about select few different things to get me to a point where I am deserving of this result, right? So this is kind of in the summary nutshell of what I did. And so the thing that I want you guys to kind of pay attention to is, number one, in 2015 to 2020, 5 years it took me to get to around about 130, 140K. I forgot exactly what number, but it's like 130, 140K. In 2022, when I invested 50K and started bettering my level of investing, started growing, getting more knowledgeable in social media, and starting to grow a business on the side where I'm generating a lot of income and revenue, I was able to do 113K, right, in 2021. I just did my taxes 2 weeks ago. And so what took me 5 years to break 6 figures, I was able to do in 1 year, right? Think about that. What took me 5 years, I was able to do in 1 year. And in 2022, kind of getting the fruits of my labor here, I am on track to do 250K this year in income, right? Money in my pocket, money in my bank account, right? Now, like, it's not about the money. Like, my day-to-day, the way I operate, the way I perform is just simply deserving of this money. I'm not in it for the money. Like, I'm not in it for the money itself. It's just a benchmark of a game for me, of like, okay, if I perform at this level, I should be earning like this amount of money, right? Like, I am all about performance. And so that is, like, think about it. Like, it took me, what's going to take me 6 years, what took me 6 years, I'm going to do in 1 year this year in 2022. And so super excited to share that journey with you guys moving forward. But just kind of taking a step back, this is what I did right. This is what I did right within my time in the military. I lived a very humble lifestyle, and I still do on a daily basis. Like, look at me, right? Like, I shave my head, right? Except for my eyebrows, I get it threaded, but shave my head. Number two, knowledge. Like, I'm still learning. I literally have $1,000 in books in front of me, right? I spend money on courses and books all the time, every single time. Like, if it makes sense, if it's going to teach me how to be a little bit better, I just invest into it, right? Because the best investment I realize I can make is not in a stock, not in a company that's going to make me a couple $100. It's in myself, because if I can invest in myself and know how to make 6 figures in a year, that's a better ROI than me just spending, the $1,000, $2,000 that the military pays me on a monthly basis and invest that over, 5 years. Instead of that, I'm just going to make 6 figures in a year and invest it, and within 5 years I should make 500K or more, right? So I'd rather invest in myself, grow my knowledge, grow my income. So that's the path that I had chosen as of right now. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got a lot of value, if you like this video, let me know in the comment section down below. Press that like button. Hope you got some value. Enjoy.